feel like nobody really understands how good the Buffalo Bills are right now. And listen, I understand this is against Cleveland. I understand that this is a game they should be winning, right? And they did win the game. But obviously, with the Chiefs being out, I feel like this is the Bills' conference to lose right now. Like, there are some good teams, don't get me wrong. But I think with Josh Allen, I think this Bills team is just way too good. And then you have James Cook starting to really cook, I guess you could say. Look at this play here. They're going to be in kind of a slide. They're going to pull their center from left to right to get the outside. We're going to utilize our tight end to pick up that A-gap, as well as our right guard to pick up the A-gap. And then from there, we're just trying to get to the second level with these bottom side guys, right? So as we hand the ball off, doesn't work out exactly to plan, because ultimately what ends up happening is they get two guys free on James Cook. But watch his ability here to one cut, make both guys miss. I mean, that is dirty, okay? When you have a guy that is capable of making three guys miss in space right here, yeah, you might win a lot of football games, right? Makes those guys miss. And then look at this, another one cut ability, makes another guy miss. Breakaway speed, utilizes his blockers out in space, and brings us home for a touchdown. That is unbelievable, right? But what I really wanted to do in this video, guys, is break down the film. I want to show you exactly what they're doing. Now, before we dive in, make sure you do me a big favor. Hit the like button. Let's see if we can get over 800 likes on this video if you want the part 2, okay? If you want me to go in and break down the All-22 Coaches film, let me know. And also, comment down below, who do you believe is the biggest threat to take out the Bills this season? Denver, Houston, Jacksonville, Patriots? Let me know in the comments. Let's dive in. Defensively, they do a really good job disguising what they're actually doing. And right here, they come out in a double mug, essentially meaning that they're lining up these backers, these safeties, right over that A-gap, trying to just show pressure. Now, out of the backfield, we're going to be running this angle route over the middle. You call it a Texas if you want. But either way, Quinshon does get open because, again, these guys are starting off in the double mug, so they got to kind of sprint and turn to get back into their zones relatively quickly here, which opens up the middle of the field. Shedeur actually does a really good job taking what the defense gives him early on here, and ultimately, Quinshon doesn't get his head back quick enough, or at least isn't, doesn't have the quickness to get his hands up, bounces right off his chest plate, and ends up being intercepted by Jordan Poyer, right? Who else? Jordan Poyer, that guy. Ultimately, I like this Bills defense because they take advantage of big time mistakes. And right here is a mistake by Quinshon. Should have been a nice little maybe 3 to 7 yard pickup here. But ultimately, you pick up negative yards because they get the interception. Great job by the defense. Absolutely love it. Take advantage of mistakes. You win a lot of games. And taking advantage of mistakes is what the Buffalo Bills do. Right here, the offensive line for the Browns are going to be in a full slide off here to the left. They're trying to sell play fake or run to the left. And with that being said, they're going to leave Harold Fannin Jr. on an island with Joey Bosa, who kind of just demoralizes him, drives him back about 5 yards into the backfield. Like, he ends up way back here, right? Watch this play. Now, when you're playing a rookie quarterback, you know mistakes are going to be made. And we sell the play fake. Boom, Joey Bosa drives it back, spins off. And now, for whatever reason, Shedeur Sanders is trying to throw this ball right here. I mean, he could be looking back here, but it's not really open for the most part. As he steps up, he goes to throw this ball. I don't know why he thinks this is the place to go. But again, mistakes are made. He throws it up. Ball gets deflected. And guess what? Interception here for the defense. Once again, taking advantage of mistakes. It is the most important thing in football. And if you can do it, you're going to win a lot of football games. The Buffalo Bills, although this game was tough, we also have to keep in mind that the Browns have one of the best defenses in football. Okay, so keep that in mind. The Browns defense is legit. And right there, Buffalo did what they needed to do. Turn the ball over and give themselves a prime opportunity to put some more points on the board. Really quickly, guys, do me a big favor. Like I said before, hit the like button, but most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. It is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Buffalo Bills throughout the entirety of the year. Offense, defense, individual player breakdowns, whatever you guys want to see, we got you guys covered. If you want a part 2 where we break down some individual player film and or just some all-22 for a specific side of the ball? Let me know in the comments. Turn on your post notifications, and let's keep going. Another big time play here for the O. They had a lot of opportunity to run the football in this game. James Cook, Ty Johnson, James Cook again, and here we go. We're just going to put a cap on a cap and say we're bigger, we're stronger, more physical than you. Love how James Cook is able to always utilize his cutback lane because everything's powering off here to the left side of the formation. You get these second level players to overcommit here. We're going to plant the foot into the ground and utilize that cutback lane once again. If we can manipulate that main linebacker, which he does, gives ourselves more leverage as he's got a back, right? He's kind of got a side swipe back over to the middle, and boom, we come back and just are able to break the arm tackle, get into the end zone for a touchdown. Good job by James Cook. And if Carson Schlesinger, this linebacker, doesn't overcommit like that early, I think they might end up making a tackle in the backfield. But great job by the O. Week 14 of the NFL season is officially here, and I am super excited because I wanted to share my picks with you for this weekend's slate of games. I've been using the Sleeper app. They are amazing. Their odds are amazing. Everything about them is super amazing. First of all, if you use my code DUBS, you're going to get a 100% match up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use, which is insane. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50, right? It's so easy. I would sign up just for that alone, just for the extra play bonuses, right? But this is my pick for this weekend. Okay, Joe Burrow, 1 passing touchdown versus Buffalo. I could see this being a high-scoring game. I like this. I don't think it's gonna be too difficult to get that. Ja'Marr Chase is coming off a rough week. I think he's going to have a big day, but I only have 50 yards. I feel like that's simple. Could be just one catch for a guy like Ja'Marr Chase versus Buffalo. Again, high-scoring game. JSN versus Atlanta. JSN had a terrible week last week. He's going to bounce back. We all know it. Rashee Rice, 50 yards versus Houston. Listen, Kansas City cannot lose this game. If they lose this game, season is over. Season is wraps. Out the window. They need to win this game. Rashee Rice is their best playmaker. He's going to get the ball. Bucky Irving, right? Second game back versus the Saints. I think they could run up the score versus New Orleans, and I think Bucky will score at least 1 touchdown. I have 30 to win 90. I think this is fair. I don't think it's too bad. Let me know what you guys think. And again, use promo code DUBS, right? Use promo code DUBS. You'll get a 100% match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply, and see Sleeper's terms of use for details. It's currently operational in about 25 states, so make sure you guys check out Sleeper today. Massive play here by Greg Rousseau. You see him lined up as like a wide 9 technique, way outside of even the wide receiver here. So he's just taking a lot of space here to utilize a pass rush move. And right here, we're going to see the tackle try to get out there quickly. You're going to see the running back pick up that B gap here in between the guard and the tackle. But ultimately, we know Greg Rousseau one-on-one with a left tackle that is not that great here in Buffalo, in Cleveland. Yeah, we'll take this matchup all day longer to see him just kind of utilize that inside foot. And then once he establishes contact, you see him just drive through. I'm stronger. I might not be bigger, but I'm stronger than you. Drives him back 3 yards, pushes him off into the dirt, and then cleans up this sack. And guys, this is 4th and 2. Buffalo is only down or up by 3 at this point. This was a massive turning point. If they would have got this first down, maybe got a couple more. Obviously, field goal range to tie up the game. Buffalo Bills needed to win this game. And this was a big play from the guy, Greg Rousseau, who demoralized this poor left tackle. Nothing you could do here. I mean, look at how big this left tackle is, guys, compared to Greg Rousseau. There's a major difference, but sometimes size doesn't mean everything, right? Come on now. We know that. Greg Rousseau dominates, pushes him into the dirt, and makes a potentially game-saving sack. Let's go. Another touchdown run here for the Bills. Ty Johnson gets it. Looks like he's going to get wrapped up in the backfield quickly here. Makes the first guy miss. Just great acceleration out of the backfield. I mean, look at the one cut, little jump cut, I guess you could say. Plants, jumps to the left, boom. Makes that big defensive lineman miss. And then ultimately walks into the end zone for a touchdown. Big time play. Get some more points on the board. And again, I know a lot of people are going to be sitting here saying, I mean, they almost lost to Cleveland. Well, it was in Cleveland. Cleveland has a really damn good defense. And again, I would much rather see the Buffalo Bills find ways to win games than find ways to lose games. That's just me, I guess. So, again, maybe not the biggest win in the world, but definitely a solid one, at least, again, in my opinion. Also saw a really tough drop in the back of the end zone, literally wide open for Josh Allen and Dawson Knox running off the play fake, 4th and 1. Everyone thinks they're going to run the ball. You get a couple of guys to overcommit up. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys overcommitting on the flat in the scramble from Josh Allen. We're going to act like we're going to pass it over here, but Dawson Knox leaking wide open to the backside of the end zone, completely wide open, right? Throws up there, should be an easy completion. He ends up dropping it. So, yeah, the Bills probably should have won this game a little bit cleaner, I guess you could say. But that drop definitely made it more interesting. Greg Rousseau gets a nasty sack, makes it 3rd and 32 at the half-yard mark. Couldn't really show that highlight because I couldn't find it anywhere. But ultimately, very happy the Bills came away with this win. Again, find ways to win, don't find ways to lose. And, yeah, 11-4, not bad. I'm going to end the video here. Make sure you guys stay tuned for some more Bills breakdowns. Part 2 will be coming out soon, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.